Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a critical and growing cybersecurity threat, ransomware. Ransomware attacks are making headlines daily, targeting businesses, hospitals, schools, and even government organizations. The damages are often severe, costing victims not only financially, but also in terms of trust and operations. But what exactly is ransomware? How does it infiltrate systems? And most importantly, how can you defend against it? In this video, we will explore what ransomware is and how it operates, common types of ransomware and their tactics, real-world examples of ransomware attacks, and proven strategies to protect your systems and data. By the end of this session, you'll have actionable insights to safeguard yourself and your organization from this pervasive threat. So grab your notepad and let's get started. Section 1. What is ransomware? Let's start with the basics. What is ransomware, and why does it pose such a significant threat to individuals and organizations? Ransomware is a type of malware designed to encrypt files on a victim's device, making them inaccessible. The attacker then demands a ransom, often paid in cryptocurrency, in exchange for a decryption key. Key characteristics of ransomware. 1. File encryption. Ransomware locks your data using advanced encryption algorithms, rendering your files, applications, and systems unusable. Only the attacker holds the key to decrypt your data, assuming they honor their promise. 2. Payment demands. Attackers demand payment, usually in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, to maintain anonymity. Ransom amounts can range from a few $100s to millions, depending on the target and the perceived value of the data. 3. Escalation threats. Some attackers use scare tactics, such as threatening to permanently delete files or leak sensitive information if payment isn't made. This psychological pressure often forces victims to pay up. Think of ransomware as a digital hostage situation. Your files and systems are the hostages, and the attackers hold the key. Section 2. How ransomware works. Ransomware attacks are highly calculated. Let's break down the stages of a ransomware attack so you can understand how these criminals operate. Step 1. Infection delivery. Method. Ransomware typically infiltrates systems through phishing emails, malicious downloads, compromised websites, or vulnerabilities in software. Example. A fake invoice email might contain a malicious attachment that, when opened, executes the ransomware. Attack surface. Endpoints like laptops, desktops, and servers are common entry points. IoT devices and remote work setups are increasingly targeted due to weak security measures. Step 2. Propagation spread. Within the network, once inside, ransomware can use tools like mimikatz to harvest credentials and spread to other devices. Advanced variants exploit vulnerabilities to move laterally across the network. Step 3. Encryption data. Lockdown. Ransomware encrypts critical files, including documents, databases, and backups. Victims usually discover a ransom note on their screens, detailing payment instructions. Step 4. Ransom demand payment terms. Attackers set a deadline for payment, threatening to increase the ransom or delete files if their demands aren't met. Payment is almost always requested in cryptocurrency for anonymity. Ransomware attacks are meticulously planned, and every step is designed to maximize disruption and financial gain for the attacker. Section 3. Types of ransomware. There are several types of ransomware, each with unique methods and tactics. Let's discuss the most common ones. 1. Locker ransomware. What it does: blocks access to your device entirely, displaying a ransom note instead of your desktop. Often affects Android devices or legacy systems. How it disrupts. Victims cannot access their operating systems, files, or applications until the ransom is paid. 2. Crypto ransomware. What it does: encrypts your files but leaves your system functional. Targets valuable data, such as financial records, intellectual property, or personal photos. High-profile example: WannaCry, 2017. A global ransomware attack that affected over 200,000 systems using a Windows vulnerability. 3. Double extortion ransomware. What it does: encrypts files while simultaneously stealing sensitive data, threatens to leak the stolen data on the dark web if the ransom isn't paid. Why it's effective. Victims face additional reputational and regulatory consequences if data is leaked. Understanding the type of ransomware is critical for developing an effective response strategy. Section 4. Real-world examples of ransomware attacks. Ransomware isn't just theoretical. It has caused real, devastating impacts. Here are a few notable cases. 1. WannaCry 2017. Spread globally by exploiting a vulnerability in Microsoft Windows. Affected hospitals, businesses, and government agencies, causing billions in damages. 2. Colonial Pipeline 2021. A ransomware attack shut down the largest fuel pipeline in the U.S., causing fuel shortages and panic buying. The company paid a $4.4 million ransom to regain access. 3. JBS Foods 2021. The world's largest meat supplier paid $11 million to hackers after a ransomware attack disrupted operations worldwide. These examples show how ransomware can cripple critical industries and highlight the importance of being prepared. Section 5. How to defend against ransomware. Presenter. Now, let's shift focus to what you can do to defend against ransomware. 1. Train your employees. Educate employees about phishing emails, suspicious links, and safe browsing practices. Conduct regular awareness campaigns and phishing simulations. 2. Implement regular backups. Follow the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies of data stored on 2 different media with 1 copy stored off-site. Ensure backups are tested regularly and not connected to your main network. 3. Use endpoint protection. Deploy robust antivirus and anti-malware tools to detect and block threats. Ensure all devices have updated software and security patches. 4. Apply network segmentation. Divide your network into smaller segments to prevent ransomware from spreading laterally. 5. Enable multi-factor authentication, MFA. Protect user accounts with an additional layer of security, reducing the risk of unauthorized access. A multi-layered defense strategy is your best bet against ransomware. Section 6. Should you pay the ransom? This is a complex decision, but here's what experts recommend. Why you shouldn't pay. There's no guarantee you'll get your data back. Paying funds future cybercrime activities. Focus on recovery. Use backups to restore systems. Work with cybersecurity experts to identify and remove the ransomware. Prevention and preparation are far more effective than relying on attackers to honor their promises. To wrap up, ransomware is a significant threat, but you can take steps to protect yourself. Train your team, implement robust backups, and invest in reliable security tools. Develop a ransomware response plan so you're prepared for the worst-case scenario. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have questions? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.